Good evening, everyone, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to take off the carb off of a Brute Force 650 and clean it. So I already have the boots loosened. It's fairly obvious how you do it. There's a little screw right there, see? That one right there. You loosen it off both sides. The other side looks the exact same. Then you should end up with something like this. Now, I already took the throttle cable off, but I figured I would go ahead and show you how to take everything else apart. I will put the throttle cable back together so I can show you how to take that apart as well. Alright, so first things first, you're going to want to take your throttle off. Now, as you can see here, I've got it disconnected again. So mine's loose, obviously, because I had to put it back together. But you're going to want to loosen this little nut right here. Get this completely off. And you see this little slot right here? You're going to want to slide that wire right through that slot. Please bear with me for a second. Let me just go ahead and do it like that and make it a little bit easier myself. See, not too difficult. The throttle is off now. You're going to want to take this fuel line off. It's very simple. You just take it off, put a little bit of force behind it, and it comes right off. Then you're going to want to take off all these electrical components. I can even do it with just one hand. Just pop them off like so. There should be two right here. Just wiggle them off just like that. Now your carburetor is completely loose and you can move on to the chokes. So this one, I didn't put the screw back in because I didn't feel it necessary, but as you can see here, there's this little plate right here. There's going to be a screw right here. You have to unloosen this screw or else the choke cable will not come back off. So you just unloosen the screw that's right here, and this choke should pop right out like so. This choke on the other side might have a little bit of difficulties coming out, but all I do is just lightly tug on it and it comes right off. And congratulations, you have taken the carburetor off of Brute Force 650. Alright, once you get this thing open, you want to bust open your carburetor cleaner. Doesn't take but a second. And boom, you're done. They're on. Boom, you're done. Now, the issue is whenever you're cleaning a carburetor, what you're cleaning is these jets. You want to make sure the gas is going to get all the way through them. So what you got to do is just spray it through. And make sure it's going to come out the other side, which I will show how to do in a second. Okay, I got the nozzle inside the jet. As you can see, it is coming out perfectly. Now I'm going to do it in another jet, a smaller one. And it is not coming out. So that's where the issue is this tiny jet right here. Let me show that to the camera. That is not letting fuel through, at least not enough. So we're just gonna get a good old flat tip screwdriver. Unscrew this right quick, shouldn't take much. Make sure you can see through it, which I actually can't. Yeah, you cannot see through this at all. So what you're gonna wanna do now is take a thin wire, thinnest you can find. Even one from a wire wheel would work, and just try to work it in there. As much as you can. This one's just a little bit too big. I'm probably gonna have to get a smaller wire. But just try to get it in there as much as you can. Let's see if I can see through it now. Nope, still can't. So what I like to do at this point is get a wire wheel, get some cutters. So these are my cutters. And then just clip off a piece, just like so. And just boom. Take it with your needle nose pliers. You want to take your needle nose pliers, take the little, what in the world? Take it like so, and just stick it in there. Try not to drop it, and just try to work it in there just as much as you can. All right, now, you probably won't be able to see it on the camera. Okay, there you go. See, that's as tiny as a hole as you need. Now screw that right back in there. And that's what you need. I already know that these big jets are clean. I mean, the big jet is nice and clean. Just for giggles, I'm gonna spray it in this smaller hole right here. I'm not even sure what that is. But just go ahead and spray it in there just for giggles. Clear everything up, you know. All right. Now slap the cover back on here. All right, now let's go ahead and get our carburetor cleaner once again. Spray down in there in the larger jet. Dang it, hold on. Okay, there it went. It's definitely getting feel through it. Let's try the smaller jet. Smaller jet is not getting stuff through it once again, so same thing, we're just gonna crack it open like so. Really easy. Once again, you cannot see through this. So, I'm going to take the little thing right here. Not even sure what you're supposed to call this. Go through this end first. Just really try to get that in there. All right, good news. I can breathe through it, but I now can see through it. Perfect. You can now successfully see through this. So same thing. Actually, this bowl is just a little bit less clean. So, uh-oh. All right, never mind. It's letting feel through. That's perfect. So I'm just gonna spray in there, make sure everything is nice and clean. All right, now let's slap the bowl back on. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you clean a Brute Force 650 carburetor.